Okay, so we are going to make a self-watering tray system. These are fairly inexpensive, probably about $5–6 a piece, and you can make a whole bunch for really cheap. They're very simple, and they use just the basic wick system. So to do a flat, like a standard greenhouse flat, you need 8 16-inch strands of clothesline, cotton clothesline, and you need to pull out the synthetic insert portion, which is just like you grab in there and pull it out, throw that away, or use this for something else. It's like twine. And then you got your cotton strand. Along with that, you need a piece of, this is called Pelon, P-E-L-O-N. It's like a cotton wicking material. It works very nice. And this is going to be your capillary mat. You also need 4 pieces of PVC or something equivalently sized to hold the bottom tray up about 1 inch. And you'll see that in a few minutes here. So after you're cutting your Pelon and your cotton rope strips, you'll need a drill with a 1/4 inch bit, or 3/8 works. So we got that right here. You'll need a tape measure, permanent marker, and some scissors to cut your supplies. So you need to put holes into your greenhouse flat for the cotton clothesline to go through. And I like to alternate rows. So 2nd row, 4th row, and then over here is the opposite. So 3rd row and 5th row. So these will be where the strips will run through. And you just need to do 2 sets on each side. Okay, that's easy enough. From there, you run your cotton clothesline through the holes. So it's kind of sticking out the bottom like that, on both sides. And you do that with every single one. So all 8 strips will be used. Okay. And then once you get all those in, you put your Pelon on top, the capillary mat, and your bottom tray, PVC sections. I like to alternate just like with the rope. These are going to hold the top tray up. So this is where you water from. You put your water in this tray, and then when you set this tray in there, these cotton clotheslines will wick the water up onto the capillary mat, which will bring it into either the pot you want to use or the soil-based material. It just kind of sits on top like that. Whenever you water, you just lift this corner up, fill it up to the PVC pipe, and you're good to go. So there's 2 ways you can use this. One, you can imagine this as your soil. You just put your soil in there and you grow your plants out of that. Another way, which works very well, is to take a pot or something and run some wicking material through the bottom of it. You can't really, there's roots on this, but this is Pelon I ran through the bottom. And the strips, they're about 4-inch strips, and they go halfway up into the media, so the whole thing gets nice and moist and keeps it at perfect field capacity. And you just set these like that. And if you get them, they'll fit. They'll fill the whole thing up. And then I use these to start seed. So I'll start my lettuce in these and I'll take them and transplant them to somewhere else, or I'll move them out of there. But it's a great way to start seed because you can control the moisture content, and you can kind of walk away and leave it and let it do its thing. So that is the self-watering tray. This concept can be applied in many, many different situations, and pretty much any size. You can use 5-gallon buckets. You can use gutters with trays, a gutter with a gutter on below it. The top gutter could have media, and the bottom gutter could just have the water where the wicks come through. Yeah. That's the self-watering tray system. Assembled in 20 minutes, half hour. You can make a bunch of them. Works really good for lettuce and greens like that. I'm also growing peas over here. So these are peas grown in a self-watering container. The roots can kind of grow down into there a little bit. You can see that. And then down here, this is lettuce like I just showed you. This one right here. But just like the top P one, I use P-Lon for where the cotton strip or the cotton clothesline goes, and the one I just showed you, and the P-Lon kind of falls apart. You can see it pretty much not there, so I have to rebuild this one with the cotton clothesline. You could fill a seed chart up with these, and you'd be putting a considerable amount of lettuce out. This is about a month into it, and this is during winter, so they're not. It's a little cold in here, about 60 degrees, which they like, but it's not very fast producing.